I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I know it sounds dramatic, but I'm sure many of you who's watching this video might feel like this, sometimes in silence, sometimes out loudly. And there is this constant hum in our 20s and early 30s, and it shows up when you're between two jobs, in between two relationships, or on a random Sunday afternoon where you have a lot of time for yourself and you don't know how to spend it. I wake up sometimes thinking I'm running behind on a race, like there was a map that was given to me and I've been told to just follow it without any interest or purpose of mine. And I'm trying to figure out whether I really want to go in the path that was given to me. And I'm sure many of us have stumbled on this path of trying to figure out where we want to go and whether we really want to go or not. And yet, no one really tells you that it's okay to not know what is ahead, and it's okay to not have a 5-year plan or a vision board with Pinterest pictures in it and things like that. I recently wrote about this in my newsletter, a few things marked about figuring out in life, and I understood that we don't have to figure everything out at all times, and sometimes it's very much okay to question things around us, like our job, our passion, our lives, our goals, and our ambitions, and our desires, and everything, to understand ourselves more. We are always made to believe that once you become an adult, life changes and the fog lifts off and the shutters open and whatnot, that life will become more clear to you or more easy to you as you get older. But the thing is, it never truly happens. We all are still figuring out life. We all are constantly in pursuit of something good, something better, something nice, something that will make us feel more ourselves than anything else. And eventually, I understood that we all get better at accepting things, get better at understanding that this is how life is. You never truly figure out everything, but you get to be more comfortable with your decisions in choosing what you want, in choosing what you would like to do, and what you want your life to be, or how you want your life to be. So I used to think that life would eventually be figured out, like I will have a light bulb moment where one fine day I'll be sitting in a park and then it suddenly hits me, and then I'll find all the answers that I've been looking for. And it's funny that I used to think like that. And life is not a movie. Like, you don't have an epiphany thinking that, oh, suddenly I know everything, every answer to every question that I have. No, it doesn't work like that. There's no great revelation, and there's sometimes it's just a small little decision that you took on a random Wednesday evening, and that will change everything about your life. And or sometimes it's just nothing at all. Like, there's small growth or slow growth that is going on, and you wouldn't even notice that there are some changes that are happening in your life that are invisible to you as well. And then eventually, when you look back and see that you've done something that your younger self would be proud of. So it's things like these that are part of adulting, and not that we assume things to be. And honestly, I think we need to give more credit to ourselves for figuring out way too much. Okay, like, we know how to deal with friends, we know how to cook a good meal. Like, we have to give credit to ourselves for knowing how to deal with the losses in our life, the failures in our life, and we know how to take care of our friends when they are down, and how to just give an appreciation to someone who needs it. And these are all the things that we have figured out, but they don't show up on our resumes or on our Instagram stories. But we really have to be proud of ourselves for learning all these things and for doing things for other people that we would like somebody else to be done to us. So, yeah, that is something that we need to be extremely proud of all the time. I'm at that phase of my life where I'm evaluating my choices in life, like about career, relationships, my behavior, my understanding of the world around me, and things like that. And sometimes it feels scary that there's so much more that has changed. Like previously, that I used to believe in, some things that I used to believe in are not the things that I believe now, or that I follow now, or that I agree with right now. So there is some kind of hindrance in that part, but again, it's all part of growing up. So eventually you try to figure out what is working for you and what does not. And in this journey of figuring out yourself, sometimes you find yourself in a quite discomforted place where you don't really like what is happening, but it is also a sign where you are evolving, you are growing into something better, and you're not staying stagnant. And you know what's funny in these times, that people around you sometimes can be quite hard on you because you keep changing with time, evolving into something good, but they wouldn't be able to understand what you are going through at that point of time. Sometimes people will make you feel like you're lost, and what if you're not lost and you're still exploring the way? And in the detour that you take, you might have the opportunity to collect more stories, to understand more of yourselves. And what if the detour is the way that you actually have to go? So we never know. And these are the things that keep coming back when you are in a phase of trying to understand yourself, trying to evolve from your previous self to a even better self. I know it's not always romantic. Like, we have so many days where everything is messy, and you tend to think that whatever you're doing is a waste of time and nothing truly matters, and there's no one who's going to read your book or watch your video or things like that. And I have so many of those days, and I bring myself back to reality and think that I only have to do one thing at a time, one step at a time. Don't think too far ahead, because of late we've made certainty a big thing out there. Like, it's a big fallacy that people should always know what they are doing next, where they are going next, how they'll be doing that next thing. And like, we have this in India where you have to be finishing your graduation by 21, 23, get a job by 25, by 28, 29 you get married, by 30 you have kids, things like that. And there is so much pressure to do all of these things at this time, at this particular time, by this particular time. And we have created so much pressure on all of that. And I don't know, somewhere I feel like that pressure of trying to meet those deadlines is far more than anything else. I want to say this to you: if you're watching this video and if you think that your life is unsure or you don't know where you're going, I think it's important that you know that you're not alone. We are all in the same boat. You need not be certain about everything in life, and that sometimes you can take time to understand where you're going. You can pause for a moment. You can't compare your life with the highlight reel of somebody else's. And as far as I've seen, all the beautiful lives around me have been built on curiosity, on trial and error, on trying to be doing the things right for themselves and not according to somebody else's plan. And so it's important to understand that the journey is okay with being uncertain. What is important is we trying to work things in our own way, in our own timeline and the speed, and figuring it out eventually. There's no rush to do everything with all the deadlines that we talked about. So I share more thoughts like these on my newsletter, A Few Things Marked, which is a private corner of the internet for me to write about the things that I want to talk to people around me, the things that we leave unsaid, the things that we overlook all the time. And I want it to be as raw and as relatable as possible, and that is how I try to make my videos and write my newsletter as well. So if you like this video, I'm sure you'll be liking what I write on my newsletter as well. So you can find the link in the description. If you want, you can subscribe to it, and you'll receive a letter once every week or once every 2 weeks. So yeah, please feel free to subscribe there, and you don't have to pay anything for that. But yeah, if you want, you can pay as well. There's an option for that as well. Before I end, I just want to say that don't let the world rush you into finding your clarity in life. Take your time, understand yourself, and be okay with your mess that you are in, and be and understand that you're still worthy of all the love, peace, purpose, and happiness. It's okay to not compare. It's okay to just be yourself, and it's okay to just make mistakes. It's okay to just come back. It's okay to just take your time and not be worried about it. So just try to live your life, make mistakes, and be okay with them. Try to learn from them and get better at them. Just live your life and figuring it out one step at a time, and I'll be there alongside you, trying to understand my life, and hopefully if I can help you with something that I've learned. So yeah, I think that's it. We'll see again each other in some other video or my newsletter if you like reading. And that's it. Ciao.